Hey guys, welcome to my Blaze of Destruction deck profile. I'm skipping over Zombie Madness since the three zombie structure decks are the exact same theme, just being updated with newer cards each time. As I stated in the description of Dragon's Roar, I will be doing this with more structure decks if they are predominantly the same. But if you would prefer I cover every structure deck, let me know down below. Now let's get into the deck. Starting with the vanillas, I'm running 3 Blazing Impachi. I was originally also running 3 Great Angus when I uploaded the shorts of this deck, but I decided to remove them to cut down the monster count and because having too many vanillas in the early decks wasn't really the best idea. This is the stronger of the two, so I'm keeping it in, and aesthetically, I like it more. For the Pringles, I'm running 3 Molten Zombie. When it's summoned from the graveyard, its controller draws a card. There wasn't that much revival in this structure deck outside of Call of the Haunted and the banned Premature Burial, which most of the early structure decks included alongside several other now banned cards. But it's still a free draw, and 1600 isn't that bad in attack value. Next, I'm running 3 Raging Flame Sprites. It can attack directly, and each time it does successfully, it gains 1000 attack. This was a great card to pair with Level Limit Area B or Gravity Bind since it would be protected from most counterattacks. And even if the opponents got a low enough level monster out, Sprite may have been boosted too much by that point. Next, I'm running 3 Solar Flare Dragon. It cannot be attacked if you have another Pyro out, and it burns the opponents for 500 during each of your end phases. This is a very iconic Playground card. If you got 2 of these out, you had a complete attack lock that also burned for 1000 during your turns, so without some kind of removal, the opponents would be screwed. Next, I'm running 3 UFO Turtle. When it's destroyed by battle, you summon a 1500 or less attack fire monster from your deck, one of the 6 attribute recruiters. It does suck that they had to summon an attack, and they are absurdly outdated now, but back in the day, it was a decent effect. The final monsters are 3 Ultimate Baseball Kit. It gains 500 attack for every other fire monster you have out, and you can send a different fire monster you control to the graveyard to burn the opponents for 500. This card plays into both of Blaze of Destruction's strategies, being Battle and Burn. While this structure deck wasn't exactly known for swarming, it was released when things were much slower, and if you got Level Limit or Gravity Bind out, you could get it up to a reasonable attack value. Moving to the spells, I'm running 3 MST, simple yet effective back row removal, and if you were to play Blaze of Destruction against its simultaneously released counterpart Fury from the Deep, this was one of the only ways to deal with the Legendary Ocean Tornado Wall combo. Next, I'm running 3 Molten Destruction. It buffs the attack of all fire monsters by 500, but debuffs their defense by 400. It's part of the, let's say, second generation field spells that boosted a specific attribute. It's a decent boost, but aside from that, there's little else to talk about. Next, I'm running 3 Tributes to the Doomed. You discard a card, then target and destroy a monster on the field. Early removal, but okay back in the day, and the discard isn't that big an issue. Finally, I'm running 1 Snatch Steal. As in the previous video, I might bump this up to 3 once the next ban list takes effect. Moving to the traps, I'm running 3 Call of the Haunted, a slow revival card to run alongside or in place of Monster Reborn, depending on where it was on the ban list at a given time. Next, I'm running 3 Dust Tornado. You destroy one of the opponent's back row cards, then you can set a back row card from your hand. If I recall correctly, MST was limited, if not outright banned, when structure decks started coming out, so this was one of the alternatives to run in its place. I don't believe it sees play anymore, but it can still make a nice bluff card. Next, I'm running 3 Jar of Greed. You draw a card from your deck, a Pot of Greed replacement that could be used as a bluff but sees practically no play anymore, even in draw-heavy decks. Next, I'm running 3 Spell Shields Type 8. You can either negate and destroy a spell that targets a monster on the field, or send a spell from your hands to the graveyard to negate and destroy any kind of spell card. It is nice you get the choice, since spells didn't start getting graveyard effects until much later, meaning you really didn't want to be tossing them out, especially if they were one-offs. The final card is Backfire. When one of your fire monsters are destroyed and sent to the graveyard, you burn the opponents for 500. If you wanted to be really cheeky, you could run through the 3 UFO Turtle and burn for 1500. And if this was comboed with twin Solar Flare Dragons, you could potentially put the opponents off of attacking for a bit. And that's it for the deck. I was going to do the structure decks randomly at first, then thought why not do them chronologically. I have a bunch of structure decks from more recent times ready to go. So would you want to see them first, then the rest by release order, or release order? Let me know down below. As always, please rate, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to follow me on X, consider backing me on Patreon, and remember to stay chilled.